We're going live, going live, going live. Woo woo. Hey, oh, guess what? I don't know where the camera is. Oh, there it is. I'm in a car park, in a car, but I'm not eating anything. I'm going to drive somewhere, and I'm going to see if my theory is correct that all drivers are worse than they used to be. Because I've driven a few times in the last few weeks, and every time I drive, there's at least one driver who you wonder how the hell they passed the driving test. So, let's see if we can find any bad drivers just by driving normally. First up we're going to do is turn the camera around, and instantly we see a vehicle reversing around the corner and into me. Seriously. Seriously. Alright, okay then. Let's reverse around the corner and then, anyway, let's get the thing out of the way. Where's the camera? Is it on that side? It's that side, isn't it? Let's move that across a little bit then so you don't see as much of that thing that gets in the way. Are we stuck in yet? We're stuck in. Right then. Here goes. So it's a drive home and see how many bad drivers we can count. So one already. It's insane. It's insane. Obviously I won't be able to read your comments when I'm driving, but feel free to chat amongst yourselves. If there's more than one of you, if there's less than one of you, just chat amongst yourself. Currently leaving the grounds of Tameside Hospital, which is in Tameside, which is east of Manchester. We're going to drive towards Ashton under Lynne. Though we're not going to go through Ashton under Lynne. Oh wait, no, we will go through Ashton. Why not? Let's go through Ashton under Lynne, because it's... I don't think I've ever driven through Ashton under Lynne with a camera on. So that'll be nice. So... yeah, what happened earlier on? Oh yeah, there were two cars trying to get into the same lane in front of me on the motorway. One from the left side, one from the right side, and they were driving, they were both indicating, to be fair, but neither of them saw the other one. So I just kind of slowed down and let them get on with it. As it happened, they didn't hit each other, but it was quite hair-raising. We've also had people cutting me up on the motorway. We had a person slamming on the brakes on an A road for no reason whatsoever. And that's just on the way here. So we have to wait and see what goes on when we get a little bit further on the trip. So traffic lights are on green, off we go. It's a weird little junction, this. 5 roads meet together, so it's 2 double traffic lights and a single traffic light. We get the single traffic light. So we are heading now towards Ashton under Lynne, which we'll be looking forward to, and well, let's visit at some point in the near future. Where shall we go today? Let's visit Ashton under Lynne. On the left side, you can't really see it, but the buildings there used to be the bus depot when I was a kid. I used to watch the buses go in and out because I didn't have much to do. We didn't have PlayStation back then. We had Xbox, we didn't have PlayStation. So, didn't really, I'm lying. I'm going to do something I've not done for a very, 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 very long time. Let's go straight down, what's it called? Penny Meadow? Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to stop here instead. Right, so we're at the outskirts of Ashton under Lynne. This is where all the takeaways are and everything. It's in the window. See a bit better. That worked well, didn't it? For my next trick, I will spray black paint over the windscreen. Stay at home with Richard and Judy. Sorry, it's a song on the radio. I've decided to let the radio run whilst I'm... No, this is not Wigan. This is Ashton under Lynne, which is east of Manchester. It's about 8 miles east of Manchester. We're looking for bad drivers. I exclude myself from this. I don't claim to be the best driver ever, and I do make mistakes, but usually when I make one mistake I learn from it and don't make another one for a while. Right, I've not driven down this road here for many years, but this is where there used to be a computer shop called Stewart's, and it was the enemy of View Data, because I used to go to View Data. It's in Tameside, which has come from Tameside Hospital. Right, Stewart's was round here on the left somewhere. I assume it's gone now because I'm talking about 30 years ago. And then in front of us we've got Ashton Market, which I don't think the camera will pick up, but it's the... Where are we going here? Head only. Oh, buses and access only. Oh, hey up, I've gone the wrong way. Like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not familiar with driving around here. Anyway, bad drivers. Hold my hands up, that was me. Right. Yeah, do it in the daytime where you can see the signs better is probably a better bet, isn't it? So anyway, that was Ashton under Lynne. I hope you enjoyed it. We're now going to head towards the motorway. If you remember when I used to do my KFC videos a couple of years ago, 18 months ago, whatever, from Ashton. Anyway, I went to school in Ashton. All right. I went to school in Staley Bridge. Right, we've got... I've never noticed red lights on top of traffic lights before. Anyway. They do say red for a long while, don't they? Right. Back on the route I know now, thank goodness. Also featured Ashton bus station and the bus station updates. Ashton bus station being currently, ironically, redeveloped. Which is ironic if you think about it, because I used Ashton as an example of a bus station that hadn't been redeveloped, and now it is being redeveloped. Hence all these roads and everything. They're also extending the trams as well, apparently. Yeah, probably got a bit same as Wigan, but Wigan one's done now. As you can see from John and John's superb live reporting. I meant to John 2 was an hour late. 12 hours late, sorry. That was a bit rubbish, wasn't it? Oh no, we're on green. I thought we'd gone on red then. I'm going to say that didn't take very long, did it? There's one of the trams. Oh, let's change lane. Be fair, he indicated, so I'll let him off. Right, we're coming up to... IKEA is next to us, you can't see it, but we're also going up to Sainsbury's. And I'm going down the road that goes over Ashton Moss, which when I was a child used to be where they grew celery. There was a celery farm. I'm not kidding. It was genuinely a farm that Ashton Moss celery. It was highly sought after in the celery world. Going over the tram lines. No, or no noise whatsoever. A reminder to drivers ahead that it's 30 miles an hour. We're keeping within the speed limit, so we're not setting the lights off. There's a lot of tram stops, and I've never understood what this one's for, because there's literally nothing here. There's a tram stop there. Very odd. The tram stops are not little things, they've got platforms and lighting and everything. They'd be better off a bit further down. Right, KFC is coming up. KFC is on the left hand side, and that was the KFC. Whenever I said I was in Ashton, that was the KFC I was doing the videos from outside of, which was my favourite KFC until the Wigan one opened. I think the sign's blurred out a little bit because it's that bright. And then behind there is the Ashton McDonald's, of which there are many. I think everyone's going to the cinema here, are they? But yeah, I thought they were. So there's the McDonald's in front of us. Let's go around the roundabout. It's nice. There's a lot of people walking around here, I'll give it that. Right, going over the motorway now. We're going onto the motorway in a moment. Speed limit's now 40 miles an hour. So far, to be fair, and it's sod's law, I've not seen any bad drivers. The worst driving was me when I got lost. I didn't get lost, I just went the wrong way. I nearly went down a bus lane in the world's second smallest car. I don't think I'd have got away with that. But this is where there used to be fields and fields and fields of celery around here. The KFC I go to now is the one in Wigan, which is at the DW Stadium on the complex. Another McDonald's ahead. I don't know if you'll see it or not, but there's that many McDonald's in Ashton-under-Lyne. Right, so now we're at another set of traffic lights. The lorry's gone through on very red then. But we turn left here and we're going back towards Ashton. But we're not going in Ashton. We are merely going towards the motorway. We're going to follow that van, basically. And get on the motorway. When we get on the motorway, that's when things pick up, usually. People hogging the middle lane is so annoying. I also found out recently that it's not illegal to actually undertake people. If they're in the middle lane, you can actually undertake them. Who knew? Well, anyone who read the highway code probably. And it also makes people who are in the middle lane realise that they've done something wrong and they pull over. They either pull over or they woolly jumper. Pull over, woolly jumper. Anyway, moving on. Should I say cardigan? Get me caught. Well, technically I've got me caught on. So we've left Tameside Hospital in Ashton-under-Lyne. We're now heading on to the motorway. And this is the M60 Ring Road of Manchester. We're going under the bridge we went over before. So that's the bridge we drove over with the tram lines on it and everything. We are now on the M60 motorway. Now this motorway very quickly loses the lane we're in, and also the next lane on the right goes down to a 2-lane motorway. It's not happening yet, so I'm not going to just sit in the 3rd lane. I am going to overtake this van, probably. So here we go. Remember, I can't read if you're typing stuff, so just chat amongst yourselves if there's more than one person watching. I can't even see that at the minute. Right, so this is where the motorway splits down and loses the left-hand lane. And then it almost immediately loses the lane we're currently in. So you start off with a 4-lane motorway, which we are currently at the moment. And then we go to a 3-lane motorway with a long slip road on, which is the left-hand lane now. There's no cars behind me. And then it almost immediately goes to a 2-lane. So we're 4-lane at the minute. Well, keep up with me here. Well, 3.5, call it 3.5. and then crash bang wallop. It's a 5-lane motorway, now it's a 3-lane motorway, now it's a 2.5-lane motorway. And now it's a 2-lane motorway pretty much. So that's how quick it changes, which is all well and good. So we're on the ring road, we're going to head to the M61, which has got one of my favourite bridges on it because it's got a bus shelter on it for absolutely no reason whatsoever, which always tickles me. Car there, the car on the left hand side, brake lights just coming on. That car just cut across the chevrons then to go in there. It's a bit naughty, but didn't affect me in any way. So as we go around this time, comes back to a 3-lane motorway. Got the Mercedes hogging the middle lane. Okay, I was going to go in that lane, but he's decided to pull out instead. Oh, to overtake that car, that's fair enough then, I'll let him off. Just getting past him. He's got cars coming up behind us, although they're way off yet. We'll overtake this one. And then we'll start working our way to, no we won't start working our way to the left, because another car's just pulled out into the middle lane. So, well, it might get out of the way of that one because he's overtaking that car. So he may well pull back in again, but he's not doing. Where is he? No. Yep. There you go. Nice clear indicating there, so we'll now pull into the middle lane. And you've got this car here in front of me, which is... It's not in the middle lane. It is in the middle lane, but it's overtaking someone, so it's fine. Is there any cars coming off the slip road? No, there is not, but this car is going to overtake this car. So this car in the left-hand lane is now going to pull into the middle lane to get past the car in front of him. There's no one behind me at the minute. Funnily enough, he didn't pull out either. It's quite a shock. Unless he's coming off at this exit here. Yeah, he has done. He's gone off at the junction. Me and him are going at roughly the same speed, so I'll just stick in behind him. There's absolutely no need to be in the middle lane at the moment. But there may well be in a minute. There's got quite a lot of cars joining the motorway ahead. We're already here, we got here quick. Right then, so need to tuck in behind this van because we are going on the dark road to nowhere, which is basically the road that takes you onto the M60 ring road. There's an angry driver who's going to try and pull across in front of everyone. Brakes on. The van decides he's in the wrong lane. So if he doesn't decide to come back in my lane again, because now this is a separate entity. So yeah, car just pulled straight across in front of the car in front of me. mean, is it really that important that you get 2 cars in front of where you would have been? Don't think so. Right, so go around here. It is literally a black hole. Right, we're on a motorway now, and this guy in front of me is doing 50 miles an hour. We're on a motorway. 50 miles an hour is dangerous on a motorway. So we're going to get past him. Thankfully the bank of cars are all behind me, they're nowhere near me, so that's not so bad. I don't understand why the lights are not working on this motorway now, but they're not. This has been recently changed into a smart motorway. Although I question the smartness of anything that's made of tarmac metal. Blues and twos on the bridge at the top. Now this is always a busy roundabout, this. I've also always got traffic coming on. Nearly always got traffic coming on, so it's sometimes better to stay in the second lane just to give them room to get on. As I've said that, obviously no one's coming on. Brilliant. Right, so we're not overtaking anyone, so we'll pull into the left-hand lane. Looks like he's got his fog lamp on there, but I don't know why. It's not foggy. He's only doing 60. Cars changing lanes ahead. The far left-hand lane is the lane I need to be in the next mile or so, mile and a half. But I've got an articulated lorry in the second lane, and this car's going to pull out in front of me, probably. Maybe not. Give him room to do if he wants to. No, chooses not to. Fair enough. Then we've got another articulated lorry here as well, but that's got a car in front of it, and there may be a line of cars in front of that, so that rather than overtake the lorry and then get stuck, I'm going to tuck in behind the lorry. Yeah, 2 lorries, there you go. So I wouldn't be able to cut across then. I can't undertake until we get to the proper split. Plus one of these lorries might decide they want to come into this lane, and I don't want to have an argument with a lorry again on this motorway. I did it once, but it was only verbal arguments. Right, we're two lanes now. We've got a separate lane now, so we can go for it. That and the fact I've got a lorry coming up behind me as well. I'm getting the hell out of there. This bit here is one of my favourite bits of motorway. Not tonight because it's quite full of cars, but you take the right-hand lane and you can hit this quite fast. Just overtake everyone. I say quite fast. I'm only doing 50, but everyone else is doing a lot slower. But it's just when I used to drive here when I worked in Manchester, I used to come this way back from where I parked the car, and just jump a little bit like that, because the bridge is somewhat uneven. Then we need to cross these 2 lanes to get over to the M61, and this is where we play our favourite video game on the PlayStation 1, Ridge Racer. Go get it! Sorry, that tunnel always reminds me of Ridge Racer. No idea why that little car is in the outside lane. Hopefully he'll see me and the car behind me coming and move over to the left-hand lane. Ridge Racer 2! You got him! Right, why is this car in the outside lane? I mean, seriously, what are you doing? I've now got a car undertaking all of us. And now he's doing 70. Brilliant. Well, we've had one bad driver, apart from me. That was an easy mistake to say. I haven't driven down there for many decades. Will either be someone on the phone or just a complete idiot in that car. Anyway, we're now heading towards Bolton. The car's flashing its lights as well. Put its lights on main beam for no apparent reason. I know it's dark, but it's not that dark. It's got better headlights than me because it's a modern car. There's a show on ITV2 that's very funny about the Romans. I think one of them is driving that car in front of me. Oh, nearly got, yay! Someone's rung them up, you're on YouTube being slagged off, pull over to the left-hand lane immediately. Now you're going to have to pull out to the middle lane because there's a car coming on, or you're not going to let the car on. Are you going to brake? Seriously? Seriously? Oh yeah, there's the phone on the dashboard. Anyway, there's my favourite bridge with a bus stop on it. For no apparent reason, they put a bus stop on a bridge which costs so much more money to do, but they didn't put it in the middle of the bridge, they put it on the first part of the bridge. I need to go up and do a video on that bus stop, I think. Because they have to put all the lighting in, they have to put different foundations in, they have to be careful because it's on a bridge. Whereas if they put it 10 metres in one direction, it had been on the ground, wouldn't have mattered. Unbelievable. Oh, she's put her main beams on. Why is she doing that? Oh, she's going off there, that's why. Wow, some people. Quite a few cars. Now this is how you do it. You don't brake. When it's clear there's no one behind you, you simply pull out into the lane and give these cars plenty of room to pull out. And in fact, going to give him a little bit extra as well because he wants to get past this car. Because this car is going very slowly. See, I didn't touch the brake. I've not put my main beams on for 30 seconds to blind the car in front of me. Oh, hey up. Roadworks ahead. Flashing lights means there's guys on the road. Coming up to our junction, so I shall pull in behind this car. And then we get some pillock going past. Oh, where the motorway's shut, everyone's coming off here anyway. So you get these KJs whizzing down at 100 million miles an hour. If they were working down here in these vans, or their sons and daughters were, or anything like that, they would be screaming blue murder that people are driving too fast. But because they're not, they can do what the hell they want, and it does my head in. I'm all for putting shotguns or laser beams on gantry bridges to vaporise. Look at this guy now. I'm doing 50 mile an hour, what's he doing? I mean, okay, we've passed them now, but still, there could be someone else down here. No, this guy's going to probably pull over, is he? No, no. Right, so we're at the Bolton Wanderers football stadium is on the right. You won't be able to see it because it's night time and I'm going left. Way up. And we're going to come round, although I've got this little car in front of me that will do it at like 20 miles an hour. Yeah, here we go. You can do this at 45 miles. No bother whatsoever. We're now doing it at 25 miles an hour. Then you slow down. No, no, I'm accelerating now. Right, and now we're going to go left at this roundabout. So the Macaron Stadium, as was the Reebok Stadium, now the Bolton University Stadium, I think, is behind us. So in front of us, we've got the farm shop that sells Christmas trees in a bit. Hopefully not at the minute, otherwise I will be very cross. But I was buying a Christmas tree before my birthday. It's not allowed. I've got someone turning left here, that should be good. Now, one thing I've noticed with this road is, oh, I've got two people turning left here. You can fire Hoff. Yeah, you can fire the Hoff. He's got no lights on the back. There are no lights on that vehicle at the back. So doing 40 miles an hour. Here, which you can do, you're allowed to do 40 miles. And then it changes to 30, but loads of people just keep going at 40. The only problem is, if you keep at 30, you catch everyone up anyway, because there's roundabouts, there's traffic lights, and there's other stuff about a mile down the road. So here we go, we're all slowing down now to 30-ish. No doubt the light sign will be flashing though, because they're speeding, which they are. It stays flashing for about 10 seconds after they've gone past, so I'm going to make no difference to that. I really won't want to live in these houses. Really not. Well, you can see now that that van 100% not got any lights on. Apparently some modern cars, they have their headlamps on all the time when you turn them on, and they light your dashboard up as well. So when you get in the car and set off at night time, and you see your dashboard lit up, you assume that all your lights are on. Just not. He's now invisible, isn't he? Just hope he's got his, yeah. The other car's shot off. Or it might have turned off, to be fair. There are quite a lot of turns off around here. No, he's still ahead. Right, so here's the roundabout coming up. One of the most popular churches in Wigan we've just passed there. There's always a lot of cars there. Now that 4x4 is still there without his lights on. There's a massive roundabout complex coming up, which normally slows down vehicles. No, he's turning right anyway. Just see this indicator flashing in the middle of nowhere. Just brilliant. There he goes. I'm not even asking what those little signs are there. That was very bizarre. Right, I think that's Astley Bridge we've just gone through. Something like that. Not exactly sure. So we are now heading towards Wigan town centre. I don't know whereabouts you are in the country, but one thing that's one of the first things I noticed, well, the first place I noticed was Wigan changed to LED street lighting, which is white lights. Oh, I was doing 33 then. That was a bit keen. LED lights instead of the old orange lights, and it does make a difference because they actually light up and they're cheaper to run, and they give less reflection because they actually point down. So it's all good. It's just that they destroy 3 Brazilian rainforests per lamppost for the power to make the LEDs. But I mean, apart from that, I used to fly over this bridge at great speed. My daughter in the back because she always used to feel sick. Sorry, but it was funny. There's a set of traffic lights. We may or may not get through them, to be fair. Depends if there's anyone coming the other way. And we do get through them, which means we've now caught up with all the cars that were speeding off at the beginning, which is what I said. So there's absolutely no point barreling down that road at 35, 40 mile an hour, because from now on it's just going to get caught up and caught up and caught up by people doing 30. Go past the old pub, which is now a Tesco, past the most pointless speed camera ever because it's on a hill when you're going up, and it's very difficult to do more than 40 mile an hour unless you have a really good run at it. 30 mile an hour, sorry. Oh, okay. Right, okay, so they've just gone where they could have gone on the back streets and done that without coming on the main road. Never mind. So we're now in Scholes, which is the very glamorous part of Wigan. Or Scholes, depending on how you want to say it. I used to call it Shoals before someone corrected me. It's very posh around here. It's the home of the only high-rise flats in Wigan. And also, more importantly, the only Windsor's shoe shop in Wigan, which is on your left. See that? Didn't even have to stop then because I timed it perfectly. Because I didn't speed from the motorway. Sorry. I do get irate. Anyway, that's almost the end of the broadcast. Thought you enjoyed it. We didn't really see many bad drivers, which was a bit disappointing. Apart from the lady on the motorway. We had some very bizarre driving. Why is it whenever I'm ending a broadcast, people pile in? It's been on 2 for ages. And in front of us we've got Tesco, which is on the site of the old Central Park, which is where Wigan Rugby used to play. I'm not going to Tesco tonight, because I don't need to. So instead, in a bit, I'll be playing on Evil Within 2. We're back on Evil Within 2. We're going to get the red light on me and everything, so it looks a bit spooky. So we'll be playing Evil Within 2, probably after 10:30 or something like that. We may do a review as well of some food in the meantime. But remember, we started this journey at Tameside Hospital in Tameside, oddly. I wouldn't go down there with that, mate. Oh well. Good luck with that and all that. The Green Pub. Guess what it's called? The Red Pub. No, it's not. That'd be weird. So yeah, we started off at Tameside Hospital anyway, and we're going to not end it, but we're going to pass now Wigan Hospital. Seems to tie in rather nicely, which is currently on our left. You always see all the smokers and the strikers out on the front here. Not today though. Oh yeah, there they are. Only 2 smokers though. No one's on strike. Never ever become really famous on YouTube and earn loads of money. The house I'm going to buy is right in front of us, but you can't see it because it's currently derelict and no one lives in it. But it is a fabulous, fabulous house on the right. And if anyone knocks it down, I'll be very, very cross. Because it needs saving, not destroying. Weirdest roundabout in the world. If you go in right on the roundabout here, you have to actually give way to the cars coming onto the roundabout. This is a nice little bit of a road as well. Later at night, not at the minute with all these cars around. Why are you braking? It's a nice little chicane, that. It's not so good when you're doing it at 15 miles an hour, but it's nice when you're doing it over 20 miles an hour. You get that feeling that you're not Nigel Mansell. God, how old am I? Well, I'm old enough to remember Nigel Mansell. To be fair, I'm old enough to remember James Hunt. However, I was going to say Lewis Hamilton. It makes you feel like you're Lewis Hamilton, but without the dickheadness that Lewis Hamilton has. In case you're not a regular watcher of my videos, you'll realise that I do not like Lewis Hamilton. And if you really want to see that, your best thing to do is watch my Max Verstappen video I did in 2017, summer of 2017. I did a Max Verstappen video where I did an impression of Lewis Hamilton, as well as an impression of various other drivers in Formula One as well. There's a bit where I'm pretending to be Max Verstappen driving badly. Just fast forward that bit because it's a bit boring. But it's Max Verstappen will be a world champion video, and it was recorded in summer of 2017. I may well dig it up and stick it on the description of this, just in case. But yeah, I do not like Lewis Hamilton. I think he's a spoilt, ignorant, selfish brat. He's a good racing driver, but he's a complete KJ. Well, no, people do like him. I love watching Channel 4 coverage of Formula One. I think it's brilliant. But oh my God, do they suck up to Lewis Hamilton, or do they suck up to Lewis Hamilton? I don't watch Sky because I think Martin Brundle's is a bigger than Lewis Hamilton. But yeah, it's and I've even said to him, why do you? And then they show surprise. Yeah, whenever they have polls of the most popular drivers, Lewis Hamilton's never in the top 10. And I wonder why. We love him. Yeah, everyone else hates him. My favourite drivers at the minute are Max Verstappen, Kimi Räikkönen, and bizarrely, although I didn't like him for a while when he was at Red Bull, but I actually like Vettel now. He's quite good as well. And who's that young lad? Is it Ocon? He's quite good. He can drive as well. He'll be good next year in the Ferrari. No, it's not him in the Ferrari, is it? Is it Pascal in the Ferrari? Either way, they're both bloody good drivers. One of the most dangerous road junctions in Wigan here. The number of people have been killed on this junction. Phenomenal. Not in a good way. Terrible. And then we go over the bridge, which goes over the canal, where I actually filmed underneath the bridge some of the Max Verstappen video. Particularly the bit where I said some people think he's a child or something. Well, he is. Something like that anyway. Then we go under the railway bridge, and then we're at the DW Stadium. Well, we're not going that way, but I will be ending the broadcast anytime soon. I will read the comments when this gets up, and if there's any that are worthy of response, I will respond to them. But thanks for watching, if indeed you still are. That's used a bit of data up, hasn't it? Right, we're braking even though there's nothing anywhere. Brilliant. So I'm going to go to the offie now. So I will probably be I will be broadcasting later on. I don't know whether I'm going to do a live review or whether I'm just going to do Evil Within or a bit of both. I honestly don't know. Is that Peachy Flower? You've not been around for ages, Peachy. Oh, I missed the blinking pooey plop. Can turn around. I've got a car right behind me, so I'm not anchoring now. Where can I turn around? I can stick myself in here and let the car pass. That's a good idea. So there you go. Thank you very much. Always busy or in bed early.
Never even used it. That's right. I get paid.
Yeah, relaxing watching me drive. Well, that's very kind of you. Anyway, I'm going to turn around and go off and get some beer. I will see you. It's my birthday tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow. I'm 164. So thanks for watching, and I may or may not see you later. If not, take care. If I do, I'll see you in a bit. Bye.